Hope it works. You never know until you find out. Oh, we are live. Greetings, humans. Greetings and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods. Holy moly, people. Holy cow. Last Bear talked, I was thinking about, this whole ComicCon thing down in Tampa Bay. Never been to a convention before, a comic convention before. The last time Bear tried to go into a public place, oh man. The firemen came out, the fish and wildlife people came out. It's a whole situation. Tranquilizer darts, yada, yada, yada. Anyways, Bear headed down and let's check out this little Tampa Bay Comic Con thing. And man, oh man. People, if you missed out, people. Holy man. A number of shows out there probably have already talked about it. Bear can't put much more than an exclamation point on all of that stuff. But man, oh man, do we have some stories to share with you people here today from just getting back from Tampa Bay. Holy cow, people. Sorry about it. Bear was gonna try and do a live show on Saturday. Just didn't work out. I ended up going to the Graham. Oh, we'll get into it. We'll get into the whole Graham Nolan cigars and shirts situation there. That was fun. Everything. I don't think anybody that went down there or up from there, if they're coming from the south, Michael Bancroft was there, so it definitely came from long ways away. I don't think anybody out there had a bad time or a bad situation. It was nothing but love out there. It was a huge love fest with comics, artists, fans, bears, all that stuff. It was just incredible. Bear saw more spandex than he ever thought he would see, people. So there we are. We're gonna get into everything here. Here we go on the screen. Shane Davis, very generous with his time. Graham Nolan. Oh, I'll have to talk about some of the stuff that Graham signed here. Very generous as well. Graham was saying the first time that he did the cigars and shirts thing, it was only like a couple people, and now, gosh, how many did we must have had? We must have had 60 plus people there at the pavilion. So, holy cow, people! Holy mackerel! It was amazing. It was amazing out there. Great to see the Lester sisters out here. If Bear had one regret out there, it would be it was kind of a lark. Bear was checking it out. Make up his mind at the very last minute, of course, and go ahead and go down there. If Bear had one regret, it would have been trying to get everybody here from the chat and everybody all around there to come on down. It was nobody was turned away. Nobody was, you're part of this clique instead of this clique. It didn't matter. You'd go up to somebody, a fan or artist alike, and hey, what's going on? How you doing? All right, blah 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 blah. I mean, you were pretty much instant friends right away. So we had a great time. Wish more people could have came and saw what was going on. Probably a proto version of the For the Fans Fest. I think they're going to do the For the Fans Fest next year. It can't come soon enough, people. Cannot come soon enough. If you were able and willing to do that, a Bear would highly. They're going to do it in Orlando, Bear thinks. Tampa's a little bit more laid back than Orlando. Orlando's a little bit more of kind of a, they got all the parks and everything there, so it's a little bit more kind of uptight a little bit. Tampa Bay, much more laid back. Had a great time. So great to see Amy. Great to see Melissa. Let me get to it here. Hold on 1 second, people. Bear is going on maybe 12 hours of sleep for the past week. little bit behind here, people. We'll get to it. Melissa says, a Bear, oh, wow, you look like you had a blast. Yes. It was awesome down there. Hope you made it. Those are some awesome picks. We've got more. We've got plenty more. We've got a long show, people. We've got a whole hour here. What? Regret number 2. Regrets. Don't have any regrets. Regret number 2. Probably wish he had more pictures and video. I didn't want to be, that animal out there just taking pictures and videos of everything. More stuff that won't be able to show here just because so much going on. Bear was losing his battery on his phone the whole time. It was quite an adventure. I wish maybe it would have planned it out maybe a little bit better, but it all worked out for the best here. All worked out for the best. A lot of concession stands in those places. They had the liquor. They had a bar like right down from Shane Davis's. Shane Davis had a really good prime location. Let's see, it was Shane. Let's see, Mandy was right next to him, and then across the aisle, I suppose you say, Riot Press, PTP. Oh gosh, Rene. Oh boy, got some stories about Rene. Who else was there? Camel Moon. I didn't know too much about Camel Moon. Shook his hand, hi, hello, all that sort of stuff. But oh gosh, who? Vaughn was there. Interested fellow there. So Kelsey was over there. Quite a number of people. Oh, and Cecil was over at Shane's booth there. Cecil is shorter than most people would think. Slightly taller than Mike Miller, though. Slightly taller, but man, oh man, that was quite an adventure. Quite an adventure. Let's see. Wow, that sounds so lovely. Yay. Sounds like you had fun. Yes, indeed. That would be great. How do we smuggle down P Money? Would have loved to seen P Money there. Would have loved to seen everybody should have came. That was nobody was turned away. Nobody was turned away. Well, man, oh man, Bear had a long conversation with Elliot Fernandez. Come on, Elliot. Come on, just come 2 aisles over and come hang out with the rest of us here. He didn't want to do that, but nobody would have been turned away. I think it would have been fun. Even somebody, well, maybe not Doug, but maybe even somebody like Mike coming by. I think to a person, everybody said it was great being there in person, and basically all of the internet drama, BS, whatever, just kind of floated off into the ether. It was something. It was something out there. Let's see. Oh, Miguel is here. Oh gosh, that would have been great to see Miguel there. It would have been great to see everybody there. Great to see you. Great to see Miguel here. Invade La Florida. Not again. We stole it back from the Spanish. We're not gonna give it away. Had a great meal at the Columbia restaurant. Oh man, I got his Cubano sandwich, 1905 salad. It was a perfect Tampa Bay. What was that? Saturday night? That was Saturday night. Everybody went to I want to say everybody. A lot of people went to the Brazilian steakhouse in Ybor City. It's like you guys have the Columbia restaurant. There is a Columbia restaurant in Ybor City, but they have kind of like a satellite one right there, right next to Amalie Arena, right next to the convention center. Could have went to. It was fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. Live your moments. Don't just film them, says Amy. That's true. That was probably Bear's mantra there. Bear's mantra. We'll get into some of that in just a moment. But you know what, people? There is the story that everybody is talking about. Let me find it here real quick. I know it's probably on the tip of everybody's mind here. For crying out loud, my thing is all messed up here. 1 second. There we go. Let's do the thing with the thing. There we go. All right, professional show. Bear's trip down there didn't promote any professional showisms here, but that's all right. That's all right. The story that everybody's talking about here from the New York Post, from Isabel Keene, a Chinese zoo forced to deny bear is a human in costume. How anybody would even attempt that? I don't know, people. Zoo goers can barely, she is being paid by the pun here. Barely believe it's real. A zoo in China has refused to grin and bear it. Ah, for crying out loud. After a video of one of its bears standing on its hind legs went viral, forcing officials to deny it was a human in costume. How dare they? Some zoo in China addressed the wild allegations, in a statement pretending to be from Angela, the Malaysian sun bear, standing up and staring at bemused-looking visitors. Some people think I stand like a person. It seems you don't understand me very well. A video of the bear drew attention as speculators noticed its slender legs and folds of fur that made the creature appear if it was a person standing in a bear costume. How dare they? How dare they think that? I mean, I don't know. It does kind of look like a person in a bear costume there. Just slightly. Slightly bemused. He's looking for salmon, of course. Looking for salmon. Yes, indeed. Officials say that a human inside a fuzzy costume would never survive summer temperatures soaring to more than 100 degrees. It was definitely hot down there in Tampa. Holy cow. If a person did wear a bear costume, why would they? They would be lying down within minutes due to the heat. An employee who answered the phone at the zoo declined to discuss the bears, but said visits were being arranged for reporters to view bears on Monday. There you go. You people have to wait till Wednesday. I apologize. I apologize about that. Reach nearly 40 degrees Celsius. Whatever the heck that is. Come on. Tell us in English, people. So there you go, people. There we go. Bears trying to be human. I don't know how that would work out. Don't know how that would work out at all. All right. Let me do this real quick. Let's just get into a couple quick campaign updates, and then we'll get into the fun stuff here, people. I'm not trying to stretch it out here. Just want to get to a couple things here. I got to meet Narwhal. Oh man, got to have a great conversation with Narwhal a couple different times there. We ended up going to a burger place on Friday. So, oh shoot, I need to bring in the. We had tried to take a picture of it. Nobody would believe it. The weird tables that we had. We brought in probably about 20 people at the burger place. I think they probably had reservations for maybe like 5 or 10. So we just kept streaming in, and the managers there, just the eyes got like really big, like, oh, holy cow, these people are going to take over the entire restaurant here. So just struggling to bring tables around and everything. Oh, it was incredible, people. Incredible. But let me get to it. A number of things knocked out here real quick. Oso, not boso, says Miguel. That's true. Oso is bear in Espanol. In Espanol. All right, let me find it. Where is it here? Because we got just a couple of updates. Yes, indeed. From Uncle Ia here. He's doing pretty good with his book. Actually, let's check it out. Let's check it out real quick. It is 409,000. There you go. I think it was Bancroft's stream last night. I think he came in and said it was just about to run over 400,000. So congratulations, Uncle Ia. Very good. Very good, sir. Here we go. The final 36 hours. He's got a variant cover for you people. Hey, Red Exterminators. Hey, we missed you down there, sir. We missed you. Actually, missed Malin. Bear brought his Malin shirt. Didn't get a beer. Didn't actually. Narwhal bought Bear a beer. So there we go. And he gave Bear a shirt. So pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Anyhow. I bet you they were probably very. Bear didn't watch many of the streams that were going on at the time, but probably some sour grapes there. Need to get Jon Malin out of the house. Need to get Uncle E down here. Had some fun. That would have really blown up the whole thing. Let's see. Hey, Red Exterminators. There we go. There's the cover right there. Look out! Look out! For the last 36 hours of the campaign, we're offering a new exclusive Heather Swain versus the Visba Larvae variant cover for CyberFrog 3. Kyle Ritter is working on the colors right now. I'll post them as soon as they're done. You can back it until the clock ticks down. It's available in a 10-pack as well as an add-on. I know we did a 5-pack on the last one, so I guess they're not doing that. This cover is automatically included in the Red X box. So if you get the box, by the way, there was a vendor down there that was they had the first CyberFrog book. They had another the box. I meant the first CyberFrog box, and they had 2 copies. They had Graveyard Shift 1 and 2. I think $150 or $200 that they were selling it for. So. Holy cow, people! Bear should have brought his stuff, but they don't really pay in salmon. Hard to get salmon as a trade in there. So there we go. Anyways, back it quick. Yada yada yada. That's from Uncle E, people. Uncle E, some pretty good stuff out there. Great stuff from Uncle E. Looking forward to all that. Like you said, where was it here? There we go. 409,000. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right, let me get to. We only have 1 or 2 others. Oh, here we go. This will be a good one. Get to it here. Professional show. Yada 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 yada. There we go. From Graham Nolan, a gentleman. That would be from the Ghosts. Sing it with me, people. The Ghosts of Matecumbe. The Ghost of Matecumbe, people. Amy says, really, I didn't think comic shows kept their indie books. No, it was actually out. It was out in kind of a prominent, I don't want to say prominent spot. I mean, it wasn't like right at the front of the table, but yeah, as you were coming around the sides there, if you checked out Shane's video there, you can see it in there, but pretty good representation for CG. Talked to those people a little bit and thanked them for, hey, appreciate you guys putting that out there. So I think they ended up selling one of the Malin books, if Bear remembers correctly. Saw it, let's see, Friday? I think I saw it Friday there. Friday was really light. Well, by the time Bear got there at like 5:30 or something like that, kind of thinning out a little bit. Saturday was huge, and then Sunday kind of coming back down a little bit, So, anyways, Graham Nolan here. Let's get to it. Hello, Ghoul Gang. Just got back yesterday from Tampa Bay Comic Con. What an amazing turnout of Compass Comics, and CG fans. That's true. My Hawaiian shirt, cigar, whiskey night went until 3:30 in the morning. Bear tapped out at probably about 2:30 or so. Luckily, Bear was right across the way there, so didn't have to walk very far. Had to walk far on the. Holy cow, Friday. That was a long walk, but there you go. That was great. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. I wish I took more pictures. That was going to be fun. Everybody just kind of gathered around. Pretty cool stuff. A great time was had by all. That is true. Everybody had some fun there. Got into some great conversations. Today I'm back at the drawing board, finishing a page and adding gray tones. More to come this week. Last week over dinner, Julie and I were discussing this story, and I told her about how I planned on revealing how all the books will connect because I hadn't told her yet. Yeah, one of the things Bear was talking about with Graham was he needed to get out Joe Frankenstein. I had to say, I got your Joe Frankenstein book, but I haven't read it just yet. Bear has a back catalog like nobody's business here. But yeah, he was saying they all connect, so he had to get out the Joe Frankenstein books first, and then Ghosts. So we'll find out. Her eyes went wide, and she said, "Oh my God, that's freaking cool." He says, "That's the reaction I want all of you to have when you read it as well." She's a pretty good barometer for all of this stuff. It's pretty cool, clear that this book is going to fulfill later than anticipated. Again, I mean, some of the folks out there were talking about it, including Elliot. Had a big conversation with him about this. As long as, and we mentioned this, some of the fans out there, we forget if Bear brought it up or if it was somebody else, but yeah, just even, hey, this is what's going on, this is why it's delayed, If people are informed about that, I think it's a lot better. But I want you to know all the best product, and not for me, just to hang out to make an arbitrary deadline. Yeah, we kind of talked a little bit about that. That would make me no better than DC and Marvel. So hang in there, gang. I will keep you updated the whole time through the process, because we are all in this together. Have a great week, and we'll meet back here soon. There we go. Some good stuff there. Bear got a signature from Graham, so we'll show that in just a little bit there. Thank you, Graham. Very, very generous with his time. Very generous. Pretty cool guy. Pretty cool guy there. That'd be Graham Nolan. And the Ghosts of Matecumbe key, people. Ghost of Matecumbe. All right, and finally, people, talk about leaving people informed and not just kind of, out there in the blue. From out there in the blue, that would be Sovereign. What? Huh? What? Sovereign update number 17. Nobody cares. Where Carter says Huerta. He says, steadily grinding. Here's another page. So, there you go, people. I guess every 6 months we get a page or something like that. So, yeah, anyways, listen, if the book's late, if it's behind, if there's issues, yada, 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 just let people know. Don't show up like 4 or 6 months later. Oh, yeah, I'm still working on the book. Like, well, you already got the money. I mean, hopefully you still are. So, anyways, looking some pretty good colors there from Huerta, but yeah, just let people know. Just let people know about all that stuff. That was kind of one of the topics that we had. Even believe it or not, even some people grumbling about the CyberFrog box. Beer had to say, just hold on. It'll get there. It'll get there. Don't worry about it. Bear had his issue with CyberFrog 1 there. Very good book. People are asking, oh, Bear, what would you recommend? CyberFrog number 2. So there you go. Pretty good stuff there. Pretty good stuff. But Huerta, come on, man. Come on, man. Ay. Buddy. We need to get this going. This is like old school CG. We still need to get this book from way back when. Holy cow. All right, let me grab a drink. Too exciting, people. Too exciting. Great to see Tank Ferret here. Great to see Tank Ferret. Hail to you as well, sir. Florida is generally less crazy than the weekends. You mean on the weekends? Probably so. Probably Friday. I'm sorry. I misread that. Friday is generally less crazy than the weekends. Beer got there late. So went all the way down there from where Bear lives, all the way up north here, in the state here, all the way down there. Got there probably about 5 or so. Did all this stuff on a lark, So I had to go by the convention center, so there's still people out there, just kind of on a lark. Let's go down there. Let's check it out. Thank goodness Bear went down there. Saturday was crazy. Got the armband and everything. But yeah, walking through. Hey, is it still going on? Oh yeah, it's still going on. So Bear got there really late, 5:30, 6 o'clock. I think we ended up leaving probably about 7:38 or something like that. So a little bit of walking around, hanging out there for a little bit. I wish I had more pictures, but first person. I mean, walked right up to PTP Patrick Purnell out there, and hey Patrick, how you doing? Oh yeah. And then we find out about the Bear called it the dungeon. It was the castle. They're gonna go to this place, this club called the Castle. So, he's trying to figure out what was going on that evening, and is like, oh yeah, hey, come on, we're going to go to this place, yada, yada, yada. Finally met up with a number of people, artists and chatters out there, fans. And we just, hey, I don't know you, you don't know me, but we're part of CG. Hey, how you doing? All right. And then, we're all walking, we kind of stayed together pretty much as a group out there, and ended up exiting the convention center. So it was a little light. It was a little light there, winding down on a Friday evening. But it seemed like during the day it sounded like it was pretty packed. I think Kelsey mentioned that he had to wait like an hour or two in line. So just to get to the line to get your pass here, Bear just walked up. It's like, hey, can I get a pass? Oh yeah, sure, okay, come on. So thank goodness. Saturday was even worse. So holy cow. Anyways, let's see. You found a cave near the convention center. It's true. It is true. Just snuck in underneath. Nobody suspected a thing. Bear, Bear was worried. Gosh, I'm gonna stick out at this. No. Fit right in. Everybody was in costume. Let's just go ahead, jump right on into it here. Let's kind of do some stuff here. Let's see. Did I get everything? I got everything. Let's get to it, people. Let's get to it here. There we are. Shane, this was on Sunday, so at least the crowds were down. Everybody was kind of taking it easy at that point, so pretty cool. Let's see. Let me get to it here. Let's find some stuff. Let's get to it here because we'll do these ones first. There is Cecil. oh gosh, are we allowed to show Cecil's face? I'm sorry, people. We are breaking ground here on Bear's channel. I don't know if we're allowed to show Cecil there, but there we go. A slightly taller than Mike Miller. Shane there signing. He was signing a DVD. I forget who was getting. It might have been Eric Huffles. Might have been Eric down there. Got to meet Eric. Pretty cool stuff. Got to meet a whole lot of people. Shane had his little. I'm trying to remember whose book that was. It was somebody's book there. There's Cecil with the Fund My Comic. And, oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank here on his name. We were joking. It was like, hey, how you doing? I'm so-and-so. It's like, oh, okay. I'm blah, blah, blah from the chat. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, we needed like name tags. So, J Balma fan there. This is funny. There's a whole story behind this one, but, Superman taking a dump. This is one of the vendors that were kind of close by there. Pretty cool stuff there. Great costumes. Great costumes there. Some interesting stuff. So, anyways, Bear, shows up thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna, stick out like a sore thumb and everything. Nah, it was totally fine. Totally fine. There's Kelsey at the Riot Press booth. So this is right across from Shane and Mandy. So this is right across the aisle there. There we go. There's Cecil again. Some beefcakes down there. We had some people that did not forget to hit the gym. So if you're looking for a bunch of nerds, kind of a grab bag, kind of a mix of folks out there. And holy cow, people! All of the wives and girlfriends and hangers on, beautiful ladies everywhere you looked in CG. Hotties everywhere, people. I mean, we were representing there for sure. Definitely for sure. Tank says, I'm loving all the pics of the CG folks having great times. We did. Again, Bear wishes that he could, he took more pictures. Most of these were on the last day. Most of the ones where it's, you see Bear here, it's kind of in the last day. So Jay did some just great stuff out there. Oh yeah, we've got the intro video up. So that was us coming back from lunch on Saturday, and how packed it was there. Holy cow. So Jay would kind of take lead, and we would kind of wake behind him there. So pretty cool stuff. Later on, we were handing out cards, Shane and Irene and stuff like that. Most people accepted them. Most people, I think we got a couple interested parties there. I think there was only one or two people that were, oh, I don't want this or whatever. Jay was funny. If anybody handed it back or something like that, he would always have a comment there to give the people. But yeah, some really fun stuff. So this is basically, if you walk in from the front doors, it's just slightly off of that entrance. So Shane had a good booth. He had a prime location. You see Cecil back there. He was doing his stuff. Unfortunately, he left on Sunday. I think he left like 5 minutes before Bear got there. So didn't get any pictures with Cecil. That was kind of unfortunate, but that's all right. Got plenty of stuff there. There we go. Fund my who was? Gosh, I'm trying to remember his name. It'll come to Bear probably after the. I met so many people that it's like, oh gosh, it pushes other stuff that Bear needs. Like, okay, how do I grab the salmon and eat it? That pushes like down to the back of Bear's brain here. So met plenty of people. Anyways, we needed name tags. We needed, hi, my name is so and so, and I go by yada yada on YouTube. So there you go. One could say that you were barely noticeable, says Tank. That's true. A Dadland portal must smash. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Star Wars, thing. Let me see if we've got some other ones here. Let me click off of this. Anyways, there we go. There, poor Shane. Poor Shane didn't go to the gym that day. Poor Shane. Oh, one of my favorite pictures. One of my favorite pictures here. Irene was a hoot. Didn't know too much about Irene. Comicsgate kind of went through a little bit of kind of back and forth, and some people come in, other people leave. Some people leave very, very disgustingly. Rah 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 rah. Never anti-CG. Blah 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 blah. So when Irene kind of came on the scene, Bear, oh, okay, that's nice and all that sort of stuff. Didn't really know her very much, but very cool, very cool. I'll have to show the. Didn't get many books. Didn't get many books at the con, but did pick up Fiendish. Did pick up Fiendish there. Graham. Oh man, there's some good stories there. There's some good stories. But Graham was a hoot. Graham was fun. Unfortunately, he was on like a separate aisle. He was a little bit farther away. Oh, there we go. There is the photo bomb. Amy was asking about that on one of the chats there, and there we go. There is Elliot's Brian Shearer and Bear. PTP. Oh, Whitney. Oh, she was great. She was great. Like I said, all the girlfriends, wives, hangers on, all the ladies there, all beautiful out there. Whitney, definitely the brains of the operation. Patrick, I don't know how much sleep he had. He was running on fumes there for probably a little bit, but yeah, Irene, great stuff, pretty cool stuff there. I got to talk to her just very briefly, but a wonderful lady. Can't say enough great things about that. Really cool. Looking forward to get Fiendish here. Checking that out. Bear has got a backlog of books, people. Backlog of books. There's Shane. Let's see. He was doing some sort of Hulk. I think that's a Hulk cover. Bear should have probably just looked for, some of the artists there when they were selling comics at the other booths, like the Marvel or DC stuff, and picked a couple of those up to sign. I think some people did that with Graham Nolan. Bear got a different book. Bear got a different book for Graham to sign, but pretty fun stuff. Pretty much a crowd around the CG booths. That's why I say Graham needed to be a little bit closer to the CG stuff. It would have been great if it would have been kind of all four corners. It was only like 2.5 corners that we had. Elliot and Brian were a little bit farther down as well. In fact, you can see the entrance right there. So it's a little bit maybe a row or two over is where all this stuff went down. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff, people. Pretty cool stuff. Bear met Rini. Yes, indeed. Lovely lady. Lovely. How do I put this? Gosh, I don't want to drive anybody away here, but most people, I don't. Bear had no idea. Bear had no idea whatsoever. I don't think many people know this, so I hope I'm not giving anything away here. But Rini has a legendary booty. Let me just say that. If they have like Butts magazine, she would be like on the front cover. Legendary booty. I hope nobody gets offended by that. But holy cow. Bear went to CGCon. Yes, he did. Met Elliot. Had a great. Oh man. Bear asked one question of Elliot, and it went on for, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half. Bear asked about basically how much involvement Doug had in the Doom Kicker book. So that started a chain reaction of different stuff, and it was basically just Bear saying, "Come on, Elliot, come on back." Some interesting behind the scenes stuff. I don't know how much to share, but interesting stuff there. Elliot was a hoot. Elliot was fun. I just wish that, we can mend some fences there. I think Jay, when we were walking around, I mentioned Brian Shearer. He asked, is Brian Shearer with us as far as CG goes? Because there's some, hardcore CG guys out there. And I says, he was with us in the beginning, kind of floated away and all that sort of stuff. I think a lot of that is more online stuff. If people just met in person, that's what we were all saying. It was like, man, this is a whole lot better just meeting in person, talking to the person right in front of you, whether it's a fan or an artist or something. I just had a great time. Everybody had a great time. I don't think anybody walked away saying, "Oh gosh, I wish I would have done something different," or I feel real bad about it or whatever. I think everybody had a great time. Everybody had a great time out there. She makes funny. Yeah, it was. She was doing that for all of the photos that she would do. So pretty cool stuff. There was, I need to put it up. There. You may have seen it with Shane's live show that he did down there, but Bear was actually following him around. And Shane had a funny story where he was charging people $5 to take a picture with him. So they ended up meeting Batman. And he tried to get $5 out of Batman. And Batman was charging $10 for his photos, so that didn't work out very well. That didn't work out well at all. So many Batmans. Oh my God. We unfortunately no George Clooney Batman, but I think we had everybody from Adam West Batman all the way up to Twinkle Toes Batman. It was, I saw all the Batmans there, every single one. That was great. That was some great stuff. Don't you upset Elliot, Beer. Man, it was just a simple question about what's going on with Doom. When Bear first got there, I think Bear's got the video up with Kelsey and Elliot talking. One of the first places that Bear went was like, hey, here's Elliot Fernandez and Kelsey Shannon talking about colors in Doom Kicker. I mean, that's just a slice, a minor sliver of just kind of what went on there. Pretty much anything that you can think of going on with CG, it was happening pretty fun. So yeah, no, wasn't. I think Elliot was getting stuff off of his chest where he had some issues. Bear didn't know this, had some issues with Jon Malin. Apparently, he did the visions thing, and I thought, oh, okay, it's pretty cool and everything. But no, apparently there was some issues there. So trying to say, just come on back, Elliot. Please, just make the walk right down the aisle here, and just kind of introduce yourself and talk with some of the guys. I think 90% of that would have just vanished right away. A little bit of a missed out. If Bear had another regret out there, trying to get Elliot and even Brian over there might have been. Brian had lost a lot of weight. I was kind of surprised about that. So anyways, trying to hopefully talked Elliot into doing a little bit more YouTube videos, because he was doing Instagram videos and saying, Elliot, come on, we at least do some YouTube videos. So hopefully he's going to do that. Maybe some time-lapse stuff. Elliot, if you're out there listening, you got my number. Just text me if you need any help or anything like that. Hopefully, I don't know. Amy, are you guys doing a show tonight? I don't know. Hopefully, maybe Elliot will show up. He was saying that these shows late at night were just exhausting for him. He couldn't do the shows late at night and then get up in the morning and draw. So I think he's going to do some morning shows, I think that'll be kind of interesting. I think more a different crowd in the morning, and also you get kind of your European crowd as well. So it might work out. Hopefully, Bear has his claws crossed here. Claws crossed. Let me see. Let me go back here. Bear's eyes were drifting. It was true. Bear, we were at the Graham Nolan's cigar festival thing there, and I believe I was taught it was Jay Bama fan's wife. Beautiful. She's kind of a bodybuilder model. Beautiful lady. We were talking about just all sorts of stuff. She had her own channel. Bear was talking about some of this stuff. And you try to look the ladies in the eyes, not kind of So I'm sitting there, yes, Mrs. Joe Obama fan, yeah, blah blah blah. And then Renee's right behind there with her legendary booty, and it's like, don't stare, Bear, don't stare. Just look into the other beautiful lady's eyes and nod your head, and okay, yes, and yes, legendary booty. I'm sorry, Renee, lovely lady, but legendary booty. Gotta admit that. That's for sure. Let's see. Melissa says, Jiminy, did you get to go to Tampa Bay Comic? Jimmy, I wish he was there. That would have been. Was he? Let's see. No, I couldn't go, even though I wanted to. We missed you, Jiminy. You would have fit right in, man. You would have fit right in. Let's see. Question answered. Okay, there you go. Let's see. Amy says, that would have been nice, but I usually don't make it out that far. I'm sorry, Amy. It would have... Listen, Michael Bancroft made it out. Okay, so Michael Bancroft came all the way... came all the way from Australia, mate. I think it was like a 17-hour flight to San Francisco. So your first time in the United States, and you go to San Francisco. So I'm sorry about that. And then I think he had another layover, and then finally made it to Tampa. Maybe Orlando, and then drove to Tampa, something like that. We were there. I don't know how long he was there. I don't know if he was there Thursday or not. I don't know if he was Thursday. Bear, like he said, got there late on Friday. So what happened was we kind of did the little con thing at the very end there. A whole bunch of us kind of gathered together. Hey, what's going on? Blah, 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 blah. First time I got to meet Narwhal there. So we're walking down the street. I was like, I'm Bear. He's like, I kept calling him Narwhal. I was like, Narwhal, what do I call you by? And it was like, and I've been pronouncing it the wrong way. It's Pear. I've been calling him Pear. Pearberg. So, anyways, we're walking down. We went to the hotel that a number of people are staying at, just to kind of hang out. That's where Biggins. Oh, I forgot to mention Biggins. Holy cow! Beer lost a pool game to Biggins. Mrs. Biggins smoke show. So, anyways, we're there. I don't know, maybe about an hour or so, hanging out at the hotel, in the bar area. We're all talking. I don't know if I sat down or Bancroft sat down next to Bear, but we ended up talking for a little bit. Michael Bancroft came all the way from Australia and loses his voice, okay? So we're there. We're just sitting there talking, having a good conversation, yada, yada, yada. Next thing I know, we make it to the burger place. Oh, gosh, I need to find that picture. And Bancroft has lost his voice. So one of the last people that Michael Bancroft literally spoke to during the Comic-Con was Bear. So pretty funny. Oh, man. Stories like that. I mean, you're never going to get that online. You're never going to get stories like that, online. You just had to be there. Jiminy, we missed you. Amy, we missed you. Melissa, everybody here. If there ever is a For the Fans Fest there, you need to make it. You need to come down. Bear will definitely make it. We will move mountains to get there. Move mountains. Bear spent 75% of the con ogling the ladies. There were some hotties walking around the freaking con. There were. I mean, in costume and everything. Holy cow. Yes. There were, a couple, but I mean, no, there were a lot of great costumes, a lot of great, more anime stuff. Got to talk to some people and, anime stuff, video games. It was kind of interesting. Bear was a little nervous with all the firearms that were displayed out there. People in Call of Duty stuff. Oh man, great stuff. Yes, that is his real name. Yeah, it's pronounced Pear. Pear. I was calling it Purr the whole time, but no, that's had a great conversation with Narwhal, a really cool guy. Oh, I need to hold on. Let Bear give. Let me make sure I get everything here, and then I need to show some books here. Hold on. Let's see. Stare Bear, he says. Stare Bear. I'll have to plan ahead and save up for the next time you guys gather. Bear had no planning whatsoever. So, Jiminy, I don't know if you were here last week. Bear was mentioning something about the Tampa Bay Con and was like, oh, that's interesting. And kind of got to thinking about it a little bit more. It's like, this is going to be a unique opportunity. Let's go check this out. So literally just dropped everything and ran down there. And it was worth it. Haven't had much sleep. Spent a little bit more than he probably should have, but no, it was fan freaking tastic. So yeah, save up, whatever. Just rub a couple nickels together. It doesn't matter. It will be a worthwhile experience. All right, let me get a couple of these, and we'll do some books here. Oh, I need to find. Hold on one second. Give Bear 1 second here. Let me do something here because I need to find. Where was that at? Hold on. Did I put it in here? I'm gonna try and find the table. I got to show you the table here. Let's see. 1 second here. From the burger place. So we walk up to the burger place. Let's see. Where would it be? We walk up to the burger place, and the manager's eyes just like, they're like saucers. It's like, holy cow, look at that. We must have had 20 people there. They only had room for probably about 10 of us at the table, so they ended up having to bring, gosh, do I have it here? It was a square table, and then they're starting to bring all these round tables around. So it was, apparently the manager had never played Tetris before, because it was kind of an interesting... It was a very interesting setup here. Gosh, do I not have it? Let's see. Gosh darn it. 1 second here, people. So that was an interesting thing. We had a blast there at the burger place. I got to meet Sonny. Oh gosh, Sonny. I'm drawing a blank from Miami Vice. He was a hoot. Sitting next to him, Narwhal was across the table from Bear. Let me see. 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, there's Richard Karn from Home Improvement. Hold on. Let me bring some of these in here. Hold on. Let's go back. Let's see. Here's the tables. So yeah, they had a number of like C and D list celebrities there. That was kind of interesting. Oh, here's a good one. I got to meet Well-Read User. So that's not the right one. Him and Narwhal, I'll show it to you here in just a second, but him and Narwhal were playing checkers with Rini. It's kind of funny. All right, let's see. Let's do that. Okay, there's the tables. I don't know if anybody wants to see Richard Karn or not, but what the heck? Let's bring it in. Let's do that one. And do I have another one? We'll just do those. Let me get out of this. Talk amongst yourselves, people. Okay, so let's see. Let's add. Come on, Bear. Professional show. Yada yada yada. Let's see. Okay, there's that. Do the thing with the thing. Yada yada yada. Okay, where am I? Oh, for crying out loud. 1 second here, people. This is why you don't do it live. That's why you do. Okay, so that's the. Okay, on that one. Okay. I got too many folders here, people. Too many folders, and Bear's trying to figure it all out. All right. There we go. Oh, for crying out loud. I hate how OBS does this. Okay, it was 4212. Okay, there it is. Okay, and 13. Okay, there we are. There's 12. Okay. All right, so here is, I'm sorry, people. There's Narwhal right there. Jay Balmafan's beautiful wife. Let me get this all situated here. So this is this is where we went to dinner for the first night. And they're trying to put all of these tables together here. So if you look off to Narwhal's right there, that's the table that everybody was supposed to be sitting at. And then they bring in another square table with a whole bunch of round tables at it. So this is a very interesting, hey, how are you doing over there? Way over there. So everybody kind of had their own little kind of conversations that they had going on. Let's see if I can bring in another one here. Okay. Which one is this? 4213. We'll do this one. There we go. This is a little bit better. So there's Bancroft, who had lost his voice at this point. Poor Bancroft. We're like, hey, Bancroft, what's up? He's like, speak up, Bancroft. He only knew one thing of sign language, and that was the middle finger. Middle finger there. So there we all are. Let's see. Sonny was over there off to Bear's left. I forget who was sitting right next to Bear. It might have been Eric Helfels. So there's Bancroft, Narwhal, J Bomba fan, his beautiful wife. Who was in the CyberFrog shirt? I'm trying to remember. Like I said, a whole bunch of people. So there we are, waiting for dinner to come out here. Let's see. Let me get another one here. This one is I don't know. Are we allowed to show well-read user? I don't know. I'm not very familiar with his channel, so I don't know if he is. I can show his face here or not, but we'll give it a shot here, people. We'll give it a shot. So let's see. This one was. So we went back from the burger place. We were there for a couple hours, I think. Almost closed the place down, I think. Let's see. All right, well read. Hold on. Let me just check the chat here. Let's see. Are we good on well read here? Bear mumbles to himself. Yes, indeed. Come on, Bear. How are anyone supposed to sit there? I don't know. Per rhymes with bear. That's true. This is true. This is true. So, oops, there we go. Okay. So here we are at the end of the evening. So Irene was dressed very, very lovely to go out to the dungeon / what do they call it? The castle. I'm not going to show well read because I don't know if we can show his face there. But anyways, there we are having fun, doing checkers. It was kind of like a library inside the hotel. So they had a number of books up on the shelf, and I kept saying, "Hey, you guys should just leave like one or two of your books behind here, and let somebody just discover it on the shelf." So pretty cool. I mean, you don't see again. I don't know if I can show his face there or not, but Narwhal playing checkers with well-read user. I mean, this is just the type of stuff that you would kind of see there. That was just great. Just we had just a great time there. Just great stuff. So that was the first night. A number of the people went off to go to the club. It was in Ybor City. Bear didn't have an Uber or anything like that. And from where we were at, Bear still had another, mile and a half to walk. So they stayed a little bit away from the convention center. Bear was right across the channel from the convention center, and a good hotel, a good place over there. So I don't know why they stayed very far away or anything like that. It wasn't like it was any cheaper over there. Let's see. We do the checkers thing. They were not sure whether or not to go to the dungeon, the castle. So we ended up going to the hotel next door, which was the Loft. Met Zaid Comics there. Patrick? No. I'm drawing a blank here. Anyway, Zaid Comics. We ended up playing pool. With Biggins and somebody else. We ended up losing, unfortunately. Me and Zaid playing some pool there. I had some drinks there, played some pool, hung out, fun time. Apparently Cecil had tripped acid It was either acid or shrooms. So he's up in the hotel room just tripping balls and all that sort of stuff. Ended up making it apparently to the dungeon, the castle. Bear keeps calling it the dungeon. So they go to the castle there and do what they were doing there, and stories abound. Stories abound about the castle, and I'll let you people figure out more information on that. Bear's not going to ruin it for you, but things, I mentioned this to Kelsey, things that you would see that you couldn't unsee. So there you are. So there you go. Show it. Reenie's head. The cops are outside. What? Oh, in this one. I'm sorry. Anyways, she was dressed in leather. So there you go. If you ever wanted to see Reenie dressed in leather, I'm sorry I didn't get a picture of it. It's all right up here in Bear's noggin. So there you are. There you are. Fun stuff. She was pretty cool. I didn't know much about her, so I didn't spend too much time talking with Reenie. But Sunday, when we were all kind of winding down and everything, Bear was able to. Her table was packed the entire time. The intro video that Bear did, if you look at that, so you can see that it was like that the entire time. Cecil was always packed. Kelsey always had a number of people over there with him. Vaughn, he was selling his stuff. Bancroft was over there as well, and also Camel Moon. So what you had? Oh, and Patrick as well. So all those were in like one. Let's see, that was like maybe two or three tables that they had there. So they were slam packed worth of artists, and they were slam packed with fans as well. So there we are. There's fun stuff. So anyways, they ended up going to the dungeon, did all that stuff. Bear walked back through downtown Tampa Bay at like 2:30 in the morning, 1:32, something like that, and then just completely crashed until the next day. So fun. All right, let me get. Bear needs to. I'm going to just show a couple of things that Bear got here. So give Bear just a moment here. Let me see if I can find something to. I'll go ahead and put it back on the pictures that we have here. Need to get the camera set up here. So give Bear uno momento, people. Uno momento. Talk about your shelves. Talk amongst your shelves, people. Oh, and helpful if I turn the microphone over that way. That would be helpful as well. Would be very helpful. All right, do the thing with the thing. And the thing. And the thing. Come on, man. Why is this not turning on? Oh, there we go. There we go. There's that. And the thing. There we are. Here we go. All right. Check. That's good. I hope we're good. Don't forget to hit the record button. There we go. Don't want to be like last time. That'd be terrible. All right. Let me get the headphones here real quick, people, so we can see if we can hear. See if we can hear. Hear if we can hear. There we are. But yeah, fun times had all around at the lovely Tampa Bay. I think that was Sunday night there, the shot of the bay there. All right, let me see. All right, do the thing with the thing. Let's see. Can we hear? A little bit. Let me turn this up. There we go. Test. Much better. All right. It would be helpful if you could people see it. Yeah, that would be helpful. Yada. There we go. All right. Here we go. All right. Perfect. Perfection, people. So, anyways, Bear didn't get many items. Oh, let me turn it so I can see the chat. That would be helpful as well. People would be like, Bear, we're trying to talk to you. Bear's ignoring us, for crying out loud. Anyways, got Fiendish here. Great stuff. Picked this up on the last day. I tell you, people, Bear, if he thought about this a little bit better, would have done it maybe a little bit differently. Maybe got a couple of different books there to bring down. Bear brought down a whole bunch. But just logistically trying to get through there and everything, it was difficult. It was difficult to kind of get everything, because you're trying to carry it all the way, all through the con and, across the bay and all that other stuff. So trying to get all that stuff there was a little bit hard. But anyways, got a couple nice signatures on some of the books here. But picked up Fiendish. I heard, gosh, I should have maybe checked one out. The hats were going really well. She was drawing on the inside bill. Drawing on the inside bill there. So you got to have a little bit of artwork that you could wear on your head. So good job there. Shirts. She had some shirts there. I should have picked up a shirt from Bancroft. I think Bancroft left Sunday. I think he went out and I think he said he went to Walmart or Buc-ee's or something like that. So, welcome to America. Welcome to America. Go to a Buc-ee's. So, anyways, picked up Fiendish. I need to check it out. Know nothing about the book other than some great artwork there. So, very cool stuff. Got it. Oops. Got some stuff here from Narwhal here. There we are. So, got her to... Let me see if I can find it here. Because we were talking, if you're trying to sign it here, sometimes people don't see it unless you sign right over the Fiendish. So she ended up signing out on the cover there. Thank you, Irene. Pretty cool stuff there. So very interesting. It was interesting listening to some of the folks, some of the fans out there that had read the book. Apparently, I think she's going to try and make this into like a RPG, if Bear remembers correctly. So it'll be interesting. Get on the ground floor here, but some great. Let me just crack it open. I really even haven't cracked this thing open, but man, look at that. That's pretty cool, man. Pretty darn cool, man. So, anyways, got her signature, and we hung out for a little bit. It was fun. It was fun and exciting. A lot of times ladies are a little bit scared of bears, but not so much on Irene. So Bear brought down mainly stuff from Narwhal because, like some of the your boy Zach stuff, the Narzak stuff that they have, it's just Zach just gets the book and he ships it. Zach doesn't sign it. Narwhal never signed it or anything like that. So I was like, okay, need to get a book which is signed by Narwhal there. So they got the 499 here. I should have got this one. Should have got that one signed, but that was pretty cool. Pretty cool. We were actually talking. He's trying to come up with a spiritual sequel to 499. Bear joked around and said it'd probably call it 500 or something. But it was kind of interesting because Bear was asking about that, and it was Foreign Agent. I thought Foreign Agent kind of had sort of it was part of that universe. And he says they were talking it over with him and Zach were talking it over, and said it was kind of close but not quite. I think Foreign Agent was supposed to be in the future. I thought it kind of linked in with 499 here, but apparently not. I think that would have been an excellent kind of tie in there. But anyways, good stuff there from Narwhal. Payment on delivery. Most people have probably not seen this one. Got that one signed. Got that one signed, and then we got one more book that was, it was Bear's fun. It was Bear's fun here. It was Bear's fun. So, the legendary Stealing Solo book. Got the Stealing Solo book. By the way, where did Narwhal sign this? I think somewhere. Where was it? Yeah, here we go. So, here we are. So. Like stuff like this, like you never got signed, so I thought that would have been pretty cool to have that one there. Stealing Solo. So We probably know the sort of backstory and all that sort of. Actually, some of the people, some of the artists there. Beer was taking this around. Some of the artists didn't even know, like Irene. She didn't even know about the whole stealing solo situation there. So what happened was, it was Jeff from World Class Bullshitters. Started out kind of with the whole Comicsgate situation. So they did a show, I think it was called The High Council. Uncle E was on there. Jeff, I think, the first time Bear ever saw Doomcock, that was on there. I forget who the other. I don't think it was Anna the Star Wars girl, but it might have been. Anyways, they were doing that show. Outgrowth of that came Stealing Solo, which was a kind of a what if situation where the guys at World Class Bullshitters, they kidnap Harrison Ford and make him redo Star Wars, the one that the first sequel trilogy there. So they kidnap him and make him redo all that sort of. It was a good concept for the book. I don't know if it made 100,000 or not, but definitely one of the early books that did really well was Stealing Solo. So the whole story behind that was he ended up getting a fulfillment company that shipped it out just like this. It didn't come. Let's see. Do I have a box? Hold on, people. Yeah. There we go. Another one. Megaton. Pretty cool. It usually comes in a box, like the Gemini mailer. Oops. Anyways, Gemini mailer, like the box here. Stealing Solo. Stealing Solo just came in so low, if you will. It just came like this. So they ended up hiring a fulfillment company that did like periodicals and magazines and flyers and that sort of deal. So they sent the book out with the back cover that was completely blank. Okay, so it had the address, it had the stamp, it had all that stuff on the back cover. Had a whole big issue with it. Now Jeff made it right after a while, but he made it right. Sent everybody another copy of it. I'm sure it cost him an arm and a leg. Got it all fixed and everything, and that was that. So, anyways, he had the back cover here that was completely blank. So I says, okay, that's a pretty cool blank canvas that we have going on. This is little Timmy's address here. Can't do anything with the book. What the hell am I going to do with a book that's got Timmy McTimerson's address on there? So I took it around on Sunday. So let's see. We've got Shane. We've got Mandy. We've got Narwhal. Gosh, I'm trying to remember who did this one. I think this was Patrick Parnell. Ethan. Graham Nolan. Elliot. Elliot. Graham Nolan. And gosh, who was the other one that did that? Gosh, it'll come to bear here in just a minute. But yeah, just went around and was Brian Shear. So we were just going around to the different artists out there. Some of them haven't heard about that. So I was just showing them the front cover, and then I'll flip it around, and they were just completely shocked that it was done like that. So very, very cool. Very cool. So gotta give a thumbs up for that one. So thank you everybody. Thank you. Appreciate that. I probably should have gotten a book that like Graham Nolan did way back in the DC era or something like that. And, it'll be worth something. Well, this was just, and so everybody did this just as is. Sometimes people were charging for signatures, but for this they just hey, signed it out. So pretty good. Thank you everybody. Thank you for that. Some cool stuff there. Cool stuff there. All right, let me get to the chat. I miss you guys. I don't. Brian, is it Rena? Yes, it is Rena. Okay, I thought I had Brian Shearer's on there. Let me just double check here. Let's double check. Because I'm pretty sure she signed it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It was. This is it. I thought it was Mandy. I thought it was Mandy that did that, but there we go. I think that's pretty close, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So there we go. There's Renee's signature. So there we go. I saw the heart. I was thinking Mandy. Mandy did a great job. Oh, hold on. 1 second, people. Let me do something real quick here. Turn this down. Come back around. Say hello to you good people. Where I can see the chat. Here we go. Pardon me. Okay, there we go. Charging for signatures. Who do they think they are? Neil Adams. That's true. Actually, they had, all the B and C list celebrities that were there that were, they were charging $50, $100 for a picture and signature. I think it was like, one of them was like $150 picture and signature and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, quite a bit. Come on, Bear. Amy says, if you plan things out too much, though, it's not as spontaneous and fun. Once again, just organizing things, just making sure everything was organized. Literally packed everything up Thursday and was driving down there Friday. So after Bear got off the show with you guys, it was just turn around and go. Really, really long way down there. Couple hours. So that took a while. The books you have look cool. Well, thank you, Amy. Got The Fiendish. You've probably seen some of the stuff with 499 and payment on delivery. Payment on delivery is a really, really interesting one. Me and Narwhal were talking a little bit about that and kind of how that came about. I mean, there's some legit laugh out loud, funny stuff in there. A little controversial with some bad Germans, but other than that, really fun stuff. So that was really good. I had Cecil's book, but Cecil had already signed it, so I didn't need that. I got a head sketch from Cecil, so I don't know. I kind of wish that he would sign this, but he had, like I said, left probably 5-10 minutes before Bear got there. I don't know why, because his flight wasn't until late that evening. Bear was going to help out Narwhal to get to the airport, but Narwhal was like, I gotta leave at like 4:30 in the morning or something like that. I'm like, that's all right, Narwhal. I think you can make it there yourself. You'll be fine. Because Bear was hardly going on any sleep there. So, I don't know why Cecil left a little bit early. I guess just wanted to hang out at the airport bar. I don't know if it was any cheaper than the bar there at the con. That was, Bear got a $8 tea outside at one of the vendors outside. Man, oh man, they were couple of the longest lines were for some of the actors and also for the food. Those were the two longest lines. So, as Bear continues to say, Comicsgate is a collection of foodies and alcoholics who sometimes talk about comics. So, was Jeff Potts there to sell his books? I don't know. I don't even know what Jeff Potts looks like, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. Let's see. Did you say please and thank you? Oh, there's Jeff. I'm sorry, Jeff. I didn't see you there. Did you say please and thank you? Yes. Multiple times. I don't know. Jeff, were you there? Were you at the Tampa Bay Comic Con? That would have been. Bear would have known. He would have went up to him. Said, "Dang it, Jeff. What's going on, man? What's going on?" That would Jeff, if you're coming in late, Bear went down to the Tampa Bay Comic Con. An amazing fun time. There were no beefs. Literally everybody got along. I think somebody came up to Shane, some SJW or something like that, and just made a comment or mention or something like that. But that was it. I mean, Kelsey was bringing a knife. A couple other people brought knives too, but there was no need for it. There was no need. Everybody got along fine. Everybody had just a fantastic time. Go check out some of the other videos. People went down. Go check out Kelsey's video. He kind of does a pretty good wrap up. Let's see who else did a good one. Bancroft I saw did a really good wrap up. I'm sure a number of others as well. Well, this is more from the sort of fan side of things. Trying to put out a couple more videos where you'll see from the fans' perspective rather than from some of the artists' perspective. A number of us went to lunch on Saturday, and we just kind of sat around chatting and saying, how can we make this better? How can we make CG represent? How can we bring more people in? All that sort of stuff. We were talking about the what do they call it? The For the Fans Fest, kind of a proto For the Fans Fest. Maybe you had, what was the Garden State one? You had the Garden State. You had, what was the other one? MegaCon, and then this one. So you've kind of had three sort of chances at it, and I think everybody made mention that it was like, yes, this is excellent. We need to do this again. As soon as we can. I know it's coming next year sometime. The only thing that Bear would say is to do it in maybe if you're going to do it in Orlando or Tampa, do it in the wintertime. I know it's going to be more expensive, but man, it was hot. It was hot down there. Whoo-wee, was it hot. Man, oh man, even for Bear. Even for Bear, it was scorching. But other than that, I think just kind of walking around when it's like 70 and 80 degrees rather than 90 and 100 degrees. I don't know how the people in on Saturday when they were there, when Bear just kind of was able to walk right through. There was a line that went around the Tampa Bay Comic Con convention, the Tampa Bay Convention Center, rather, came back around, and then it looped back around, and then went it upstairs, and then you waited inside for probably another hour just to be able to purchase your ticket. So people were there maybe 2 to 3 hours on Saturday waiting to get a ticket. I got in and was saying, hey, there's another good 3,000 people outside that's going to come in. So it was packed on Saturday. It was packed. I heard it was pretty busy on Friday, although Bear got there late. Sunday was much more relaxed. That was kind of a fun day for everybody. So there you are. Let's see. Bai Ling was there. Yes, she was. Didn't get to see her. Let's see. The voice of Master Chief and Cortana was there. Johnny Rico from Starship Troopers. What's his name? Casper something or another. He was there. Let me bring in the Richard Karn one. I know everybody wants to see Richard Karn in at the thing. Let's see here. Here he is. Okay, let's do the thing with the thing. Talk amongst your shelves. Image. We'll go with that. Okay. 4221. 1 second here, people. Okay, here we are. So, like, you had kind of like, D and F list celebrities there. So you had people like Richard Karn. I did not pay $5 to take this picture. I just serendipitously just kind of took that picture. So yeah, Richard Karn, Debbie, what is her name? Debbie Dunning. She kind of took over for Pamela Anderson on the what was it called? Not Tool Time. Home Improvement. So there you are. There's your celebrity sighting if you wanted a celebrity sighting out there. Pretty cool stuff. All right, let me get back to the chat here. Corey Feldman was there. Did Wang Wang make an appearance? I don't know. It was Saturday. It was completely packed. When Bear uploads his video, you'll see they had the line for all of the actors that was just, it was like right, they had like 5 or 6 rows where all the booths were, or aisles, I guess you could say. And they lined up everybody for all of the actors to get signed and everything, like right down the middle. So if you were trying to cross, like you were trying to cross over, you had a huge line of people. So yeah, it was. You wouldn't have been able to even move around. There was just way too many people there, and it was like these are all like people that Bear doesn't care. Oh, let's see. Do I have the guy from MASH? There was a guy from MASH there. The Trailblazing Pioneer for transgendered rights. I can't remember the guy's name. Let's see it here. Where is it? Come on, Bear. Where was he? So many pictures. So many pictures, and Bear didn't take enough pictures. Let's see. Where was it? I don't know, man. Anyways, that guy from MASH there, he was there. A number of other people, but it wasn't. That's not why Bear. That's not why Bear went there. So there we are. So, anyways, fun stuff there. Let me see. Let me grab a drink. Here. Let's see. Did Jeff? Oh, there we go. Jeff says he was not there. Jeff, you missed out. I would have loved to seen Jeff there. Brian Shearer and Elliot Fernandez were there. Yeah, I got to meet both of them. Got to do a. Hold on, let me bring it up. We'll cycle it through here. Too many windows here, people. Let's see. Was it? Let me get off of this one. Get off of that. Where was it? Oh, we'll cycle through that. Come on, Bear. I know. Professional show. Yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. Anyways, got to Elliot was busy talking with. There we are. Elliot was busy talking with another customer there, and talked with Brian, especially about the stealing solo book. So Brian was like, "Come on around. We'll just photobomb them." So went around the Lab Comics. They had a nice collection of guys there. A nice booth that they had set up. So yeah, came around the booth and we kind of did the photobomb there. So yeah, Brian was great. I didn't talk to Brian as much as Bear wanted to, but yeah, just at least let him know that Gunship was a great book. Was looking forward to number 2. We talked about number 3. He says he's not gonna go through that again. He says he's gonna finish probably 80 to 90% of it, and then do the campaign. So it might be a minute before we see number 3 there. But yeah, Brian was great. Again, one of the few regrets was trying to get them together. To come on over to the CG side of things and just mend a couple fences and go about it. That would have been the place to do it. Let's see. Amy says, and I thought you probably would have mentioned if you were in our neck of the woods on D&Q last week. Jeff would have hate to miss you. There was a D&Q last week? I didn't know. Bear didn't know. Gosh, what was... I think Bear just kind of broke, literally was breaking a lot of the video equipment down. Again, I wish I was able to do a live show on Saturday. Brought the equipment down, had it all ready to go. In fact, a conversation Bear had with Narwhal was some of the camera stuff that Bear used. Oh my God. By the way, Yanzi Lynn out there, thank you so much. Bear almost left his very expensive camera. I was showing that to Narwhal, set it down, went to go do something else, came back, and Yanzi was like, excuse me, is this your camera? I was like, yeah. He's like, you left it on the table over here. It's like, oh, crap. Oh, thank you, Yanzi. So that just goes to show you the character of some of these folks out there. $1,000 camera just sitting on a table. And it's like, okay, he'll be back. No worries about that. So Yanzi, thank you so much. Again, brains of the operation over there. Her and I don't know the name of their young daughter there, but she was quite a handful. Yanzi had her work cut out for her. I don't know. I don't think she was in this shot. I think Shane would be there for a little bit, and then she would kind of take over the booth, and they would kind of swap out and that sort of deal. So fun stuff there. Yeah, I'm sorry. I did not know they had a D&Q last week. Are they going to do a D&Q tonight? I hope so. Hope so. Bear will drop by there and kind of drop some knowledge on some people there. Would have loved to have seen Mark there. Would have loved to have seen Mike. Probably would have mended some fences there. Maybe not with Elliot though. He's still a little ticked off about that NFT stuff. Elliot, if you just would have asked Bear, I could have told you, man. Could have told you. The old rug pull. The old rug pull. Jiminy has a very good question. He says, how come none of the comic guests are listed on the website for the Tampa Bay Comic Con? Because it was more about anime, kind of toys. Toys were pretty big there. Of course, all of the actors. That was probably the big draw. Let's see. You had a good showing with Lab Comics. You had Shane there. Pardon me. You had Mandy. Mandy Summers is great. We'll get into that in a minute. You had PTP with all his people there. All the different artists there. Then you had, Graham Nolan. There was a guy that was doing, I think when it comes back around to the Graham Nolan stuff, there's a guy doing Mad Magazine stuff. Bears, I don't know the artist. He's not with CG or anything like that. And I think that was it. There might have been one or two other artists there, but I don't. Bear's not that. By the way, here for just a second. So a bear being a bear, he comes out of the woods. You people probably know this, but I'll go through it again. So didn't come up with comic books or comics anything really. Maybe you've read Garfield or Calvin and Hobbes or something like that. The Family Circus. So comics wasn't really Bear's thing as a little cub. So fairly recent coming into comics, especially with Comicsgate. Bear had to do a lot of learning there. People, if you get nothing else from this stream, listen to this right here. If there were anybody to kind of point and laugh and get the hell out of here, you don't know anything about comics, blah 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 blah, yada yada. It would have been Bear. It would have been Bear. Oh, okay. What's the name of Superman's dog or something? I don't know. That sort of thing. So the sort of, cliquish culture, I guess you could say, of some of the comic book fans out there. If there were anybody that would say, "Oh, you're not part of our group" or anything, it would have been Bear right away. And that wasn't the case at all. It was like, oh, hey, you're cool with CG? Yeah. Oh, all right, come on. We're going to go have a party or go somewhere or do something, or, hey, this is this artist over here or whatever. It was fantastic. You just be yourself, just show up and kind of have a blast, and nobody was turned away. Nobody was turned away at all. There we go. Bear knows all about crypto. That's true. That is true. Let's see. Elliot photobombed by Bear. That's true. Bear's getting old. His memory's a shot. It is true. Well, I'm only going on 12 hours of sleep in the past week. So, man, oh man, it's just adrenaline at this point right now, people. It's just adrenaline. So, yeah, again, to Jiminy's point there, not a whole lot of comic artists, but the comic artists that were there that were representing CG always had a crowd. Always had a crowd around. They, our own people that were there, and then new people that were saying, wait a minute, there's a crowd of people around this table. Something must be going on. Let's go check it out. So there were a number of that where people would just kind of walk up and, hey, what's this all about? All this sort of stuff. So pretty cool. Yeah, a whole group of us, Jay Bama fan was just handing out cards for different Renee or Renee. Shane stuff. So hopefully a number of brand new people coming in or just kind of finding out about that. But yeah, as far as a comic convention, it was very sparsely populated by comics artists or there's a good amount of fans. I think we counted about 65 or so at Graham's party, probably a little bit more throughout the week there. So maybe 75, 80 CG folks there. So pretty good showing. Pretty good showing. Let's see. Bear doesn't know who Klinger is. For shame. I tell you. Elliot has his please make him go away face on. No, when I say Bear had a very good but very frank discussion with Elliot, that it's no joke. There were some things that Elliot was getting off of his chest, and Bear was just there to listen and nod and just say, "Okay, I got that, Elliot." But we got a couple guys right down the way here. Just come on over and say hi, or just give Uncle E a shout, or give Malin a shout, and just let's try to fix this, sort of mend the wounds, as you will. So there you go. Jamie Farr, thank you. Yeah, Klinger. There we go. There we are. A transgendered pioneer. I have the photo. I don't know. We'll have to get that another time. Anyways, yeah, so a great, interesting conversation with Elliot. And hopefully, Elliot, you've got Bear's number. Give him a shout sometime. We'll talk even more. We'll definitely talk even more. Definitely, for sure. Amy says, I haven't heard anything about a show one way or another. Oh my God. Come on, Mike. Come on, man. I saw him on a Well-Read Users stream last night. What was it? Like 2:30 in the morning. Oh God. Bear really needs to get some sleep. The fan edition is back though. Well, very cool. Very cool. The only downside to the fan edition is there's like more artists than there are people watching the stream, which is like kind of odd, narrow it down a little bit of the artist, and I don't know. It just seems like there was way too many artists per fan. There we go. All right, let's see. Bear knows all about crypto. NFT is bad. He is our #1 crypto news show. There we are. Foo on crypto. Oh, great to see Miguel here. Let's see. So Bear found a girlfriend. Bear almost bought a waifu pillow just for Miguel. There were plenty of the waifu pillows down there. Plenty of the waifu pillows. Let's see. So Bear found a girlfriend. I saw one with you. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, Bear. CG people, bears, they are the most sexy and magnetic. That is true. I'm going to post this. Hold on. Let's pin that message right there. There we go. Here is a great one right there. CG people / bears are the most sexy and magnetic. It's true. We got some hotties in CG. I tell you. Superman's dog's name is Crypto. The one name Bear should know. There we are. So this is kind of the thing. It's like, okay, Bear, come on, but it's in jest rather than, oh, how dare you, blah 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 blah. Talking about a hate group and all this other stuff. It's like, nah, there was so much just like everybody's cool and relaxed and hanging out, and nobody had any issues whatsoever. Yeah, I'm like, Bear's got plenty of video, and it's like, go ahead, point out the hate speech that's going on there. Go right ahead, please. I dare you. Gosh, silliness. Silliness. Let's see. I'm continuing here. Let's see. They're digital collectible cards. The servers that mint them don't burn any more fuel than Google. That's true. Bear has great memory retention for a bear on such little sleep. That's true. It's all adrenaline right now. All adrenaline. Let's see. Amy says, last week we had Luke on and drew a book on Fund My Comic. Yeah. One of the things Bear was asking was some of the artists down there what they thought of the Fund My Comic. And I think more and more people are going to kind of move over in that direction, I think. I think it's just needs a little bit more time. And yeah, that was one of the things that Bear was talking about with Renee. Kind of, she brought it up. It wasn't Bear. It was, how kind of secure the website is and how well they, are protecting of people. So that's been kind of Bear's thing for a little while. So kind of unprovoked, I suppose, or unprompted, I should say. Yeah, she kind of was going along with the same thing. So again, people, Bear wishes that he took more video of just all the fun and exciting things that kind of went on there. Great stuff. Let's see. No voting that week. Just talking about books and drawing. Okay, very cool. Very cool. I don't know why I know Crypto's name. Well, Bear knows it now. Bear knows it. Bear knows it now. Let me see. In fact, let me see if I can bring up. Let's see if this will work. 1 second, people. Try and bring up a video for you guys. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, this ought to be pretty funny. Let me see if I can bring this one in. Let's see. This is the one with Shane and Mandy walking around. Mandy was fun. Bear got a hug from Mandy. That's all Bear needed. That's all Bear needed. Oh, that's right. I can't do the audio. Ah, gosh darn it. Let's see. Is it Media Source? I think it's called Media Source. Let's see. Media Source. Okay. File. That would be 1 second here, people. Videos. Okay. Okay. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this will work. We'll find out together, people. Never done this before.
Hey, it's Mandy. My name's Davis. Doing well, Tampa Comic Con. You're gonna have to flip it. Hey, I love your comic.
Hanging out. Wait, they want to see it. Charging people $5. Here we go. It's a picture with Batman. Tries to finagle $5. Didn't really work out.
So we're gonna walk around, look at the con.
So just, look at all fun stuff like that. Just like random happen to stumble across. And if you had deal one of the downsides on no steady. Everything is shaky. We got some parts. Basically just like fan version of everything. Great
oh my gosh,
stuff.
I love your costume.
So you see all of the booths and all that sort of stuff.
They don't know. I've had just women
have a couple
stopping me picture, and I'm like, yeah, I posed, man, and I'm like, that's $5.
You are not targeted.
Yeah, I did. I charged this one lady. She's like, I brought you a cosplay. Can I get a photo? And I'm like, yeah.
What is wrong with you?
And I was like, you should check out our YouTube.
Sorry, there's no sound.
Sell some books.
Make sure
you guys telling this is just a lady.
There's going to be videos for the rest.
And I'm like, oh, she went to walk away, and I yanked her back. And then, no, it's $5. That's what you do. You don't tell them the price.
Oh, can you?
Tell them the price up front.
Yeah, they were talking about
the job is $5.
You gotta get this here. That's funny. Oh, this is funny. They chased him. He's got like a pink. There were so many people walking around that were just. You see this and you're like, what the hell is going on? Everywhere you turned on. Everywhere you turned on. On a craziness. Everywhere you look, there was something.
No, you're fine.
Interesting sights, interesting sounds. Plenty of fun. Oh, there's Batman right over there.
Get a picture of me.
Yeah, so like
Alright. Oh my. Down? Oh my god. Do y'all think he's gonna charge him the $5?
don't charge them
They were all
$5.
approachable too. They're all, hey, I mean, you would walk around and see people just taking photos.
Charge them 10.
Whoever.
That went about his
A little bit better than what Shane was doing. Man, I caught a little bit shaky cam city.
Batman,
It's $5.
can I get a picture?
Batman's like, no, I charge 10.
Oh my God.
Like, Batman, you're not supposed to be food.
Sorry about your way.
No, you're fine.
It's all B footage anyways, don't worry about it.
Are these people just want to have fun?
He does.
You're just running across. A bear saw more spandex than he ever wants to.
Right, y'all.
Yeah, I think this place. Next week. Anyways, all that fun stuff. Hey, that was nuts. It was so much fun, though. So much fun. There's Rini. So much fun. That's a good Batman costume, says Amy. There were so many Batmans there, like from Adam West up to Twinkle Toes. No George Clooney, though. No George Clooney. But other than that, yeah, I mean, everybody was... Batman was well represented. Well represented out there. I said, Batman, keep us safe. Oh, I'll do it. I'm Batman. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Bear's going to lose his voice like Bancroft. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. I'll grab a drink here. Bruce Wayne's so cheap, he wouldn't even cough up $5. That's true. How do you think he got his money? How do you think he got his money? I'll show you some of the other ones here. Show you some of the... Oh, okay. So the story behind this one. Okay, so Superman's taking a poop. So Bear's, broke away a little bit from, the Comicsgate stuff and just kind of walking around. That one was the next... booths over, kind of like the next aisle over, I think, from where most of the stuff was happening. There's Kelsey drawn. Anyway, so just came across it. There was a bunch of prints for sale, and I saw Superman pooping. I don't think I've ever seen Superman pooping before. So Bear took a photograph of that, just on a lark. It's fun, hey, let's have some fun or whatever. In the background of the photograph, you can barely make out the person at the booth there that was selling all that stuff. She comes up to Bear and is like, okay, what do you think about this? It's a great piece, right? I'm like, yeah, okay, I've never seen Batman or Superman pooping before. That's kind of interesting. Like, all right, well, do you want to buy it? And I'm like, no. Yeah. Well, I was like, let me think about it. I don't know. And she's like, well, you can't take pictures of the freaking, stuff that we have on display here. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, do you want me to delete the photograph or something? No. But, you really shouldn't be taking photographs of other people's artwork while they're trying to sell it. And I'm like, lady, this is like night and day from a couple booths down where everybody's just hanging out and having a great time. So, just a very prudish lady there that was, Bear, you can't take a photograph. How dare you? There we go. There's Batman poops. Batman poops. I'm sure Batman poops. Superman poops. Superman poops there. He had on Batman underwear. That is Cecil. Oh gosh, am I allowed to show Cecil? Yeah, that was Cecil. Cecil is slightly, just very slightly taller than Mike Miller. Just slightly taller. There we go. That must have been Adam West. He laughed so much, says Jimmy. Let's see. Yeah, Amy is correct. Amy is correct. You don't make it by being reckless with your money, like Bear was. There we go. Kelsey was there. Yep. One of the first people Bear met was Kelsey. In fact, Kelsey, you think, oh, okay, he's, not, off on his own world or something like that. He actually remembered Bear's box open and review of Nora Saga. So shout out to Kelsey. Shout out. Thank you much. Yeah, that was Cecil. Cecil, very shocking to see without the mask on. There, I was kind of like, okay, that's Cecil. Cecil literally is just like he is on stream. He's kind of the life of the party. They ended up going to a Brazilian steakhouse and just had a great time with it. He came over to the Graham Nolan thing, just had a great time there. Yeah, anywhere you go. Him and Biggins. Biggins is huge. You walk up to Biggins and you're like, okay, let me crank my neck all the way up. Hi, how's the weather up there? Yeah, Biggins is a trip. Biggins was fun. Mrs. Biggins, a lovely lady there. So yeah. I mean, just everywhere you turned, it's like, oh, okay, there's so and so. Oh, cool, very cool. I mean, you couldn't turn around to like, oh man, CG everywhere. We represented, people. We represented. Amy says, oh, good grief. Take photos, have fun. Yeah, we did. Should have taken more photos. We've all seen Cecil's face by now. Thank goodness. I didn't know if well-read user was out there, so I didn't want to show his face. But yeah, there was that. He did. He was. I was like, "Where's Cecil?" The first day. Cecil is just like tripping balls on acid. He's up in the hotel room and he's like in the shower. Cecil's like curled up into the shower, tripping balls upstairs. Like, oh, okay, yeah. That's Cecil. That's our Cecil. So, evidently, he didn't get out until the later in the evening when they went to the dungeon, the castle. God, I keep calling it the dungeon. I'm sure the people who went there thought it was the dungeon. Apparently, they had nudists there, and hijinks ensued. Hijinks ensued at the castle. There you are. Anyways, don't be too high on your horse when you're selling drawings of characters you didn't create. Well, that is a hot take from Amy. People at art shows say stuff like that too sometimes. Well, about the lady there. It wasn't even her artwork. She was just selling it for somebody else. I asked who the artist was. I forget the name of it. Yeah. I think it was anonymous. I think it was an anonymous artist that signed it as, I don't know, Steve or something like that. But yeah, I didn't even ask the price. It was just the hard sell. And I'm like, I thought it was an interesting piece. Walk around all the time taking pictures. So yeah. Yeah, how stupid indeed. How stupid indeed. Jiminy says, Amy Lester knocking her off the high horse there. There we go. But yeah, I mean, Sunday there, just went around to the various artists there and had here, I'll show it again. Let's bring it back here. There we are. Just went around and had everybody sign by the way, this is the the stealing. So the one actor that Bear wanted to go, I probably wouldn't have been able to get to it. I didn't want to stand in line for 2 hours. I wanted to get a Chekhov. What's his name? Walter Croning, something like. He was there. I would have loved to have gotten him to sign Stealing Solo. So, anyways, that was what Bear was getting signed at the con. It wasn't so much about. It probably should have. Bear was running out of money there, but I should have picked up some more books. But it wasn't about going down and getting books or having things signed or going to an actor and, oh, sir, you were in Tool Time. Oh, I loved it. I was like, whatever. Who cares? I think that was an advantage for Bear, going down there and meeting some of the artists, which was neat, in CG and everything, but it wasn't like it was anything that it was, starstruck or anything like that. I mean, you just go up to him, hey, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? I especially with somebody like Graham Nolan or something like that. I think a lot of the people were, very reverential. Oh, that's Graham Nolan over there. I'm like, hey, Graham, what's going on? Shoot, we were talking about when he was living up in New York and rides and the different things, New York City versus rest of the New York State. We were saying, it's kind of like a little bit like Florida and stuff like that. So just very approachable. Everybody was very approachable. Hey, what's going on? Hey, let's hang out for a minute. So all the CG people were great. So, maybe some of the other people there at the con were a little stuck up or what. I don't know. Beer didn't pay much attention to that. Didn't pay much attention to it. Coing. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he was there. I would have loved to have gotten this signed by him, but other than that, it wasn't anything crazy. If Bear was a bigger Halo fan, they had Master Chief, the voice, Master Chief, and Cortana there. That would been interesting, neat, but nothing that Bear was. Just wanted to go down and have fun, and that was accomplished. That was accomplished in spades, people. Let's see. Coing's son played the Joker in the awesome fan film Batman Dead End. Oh gosh, they had one of the voice actors for Batman there. Bear's not super up to date on all the animation. I know the one guy. Gosh, he died recently. This is what happens when you don't have much sleep. Anyways, they had a couple of the voice actors there from different, animated shows and whatnot. So, hey, if that's your ball of wax, there you go. Good stuff. Jiminy's putting down the Batman Dead End link, so go check that out. Go check it out, people. All right. Holy cow, it's almost 10 o'clock. Man, oh man, what is Bear doing? Ay. This could go. Let me grab a drink here. Oy. Anyways, plenty more stories to share. Probably didn't scratch just the surface of it. It was just too many memories to count. Really fun time. I know probably a lot of people are going on very hardly any sleep. A number of the people, especially probably up north, came down to Florida and was like, man, this is super hot and everything. But, other couple minor things like that. Everybody got along. Everybody had a great time. I think everybody to a person would say, let's do it again. Let's do it again next week. Let's do it again real soon. We were all talking about For the Fans Fest. We need to get that going. And this is a great meetup. I'm sorry that one of the big regrets was Bear didn't know he was going. I would have let you all know. I would have loved to have met everybody in the chat here. We would have had a great time. It would have been fantastic. So if you see anything like this kind of coming up in your area, go check it out. Go support it. Go support the artists. Go support, the ComicCon and all that sort. Oh, by the way, here's a funny story. So Bear's walking up Sunday. I was walking up, and you had, I don't know, for some reason they closed the entrance. The big entrance that Bear would go to was kind of the side entrance because it was right along the canal there. But they were using that for all the new people. So if you had a pass, let me see, can I still show the pass? I think I got the pass here still. It's not coming through the fur. Anyways, so Bear had to go around to, I think it was Franklin Street or something like that. Kind of like half a block around or something like that. Had to walk around. Like, all right, trudging along, whatever. So they had like a group of people there for Planned Parenthood, you know, abortion, right on, you know. And I don't know, they were out there just drumming up whatever they were doing, you know, a group of people. So hey, let's bring the communists over and let's just ruin everything. So Bear sees this, and you know, they're going on about abortion and, you know, Planned Parenthood, yada yada yada. Bear's just walking on by, not paying any attention, doesn't care, doesn't want to start anything. And there was some people off to Bear's left, and off to the right, there was a guy at a table. They were trying to get signatures or whatever. So they had a umbrella on the ground, a gay pride umbrella that was there, all the multicolored thing. So we had a kind of a big gust of wind come by. Not a big gust, but a gust of wind that came by, and the umbrella was unfolded, just kind of sitting on the ground like you would open it up. So it was sitting on the ground there. It started to blow away. So Bear just, you know, stuck his foot in the way to, you know, stop it from blowing away. Looked around, you know, the guy that was taking the signatures for whatever. Hey, is this yours? He's like, oh, yeah. Hey, thank you so much. It almost blew away and everything. It's like, yeah, no problem. Here you go, whatever. He's like, oh, by the way, don't you want to sign the petition for abortion rights and blah, 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 blah. It's like, nah, that's fine. Don't you know what it's all about? I was like, yeah, I do. And turned around and walked away. I could have let the umbrella just roll down the street there, but no, Bear did the right thing. Hey, you know, here you go, whatever. Don't you want to support abortion rights? I'm like, do you even know what state you're in, for crying out loud? Yeah. So, anyways, funny stories like that just abound. Man, you turn around a corner and another thing you've never seen before, or some crazy situation. So, for never being at a convention, that was quite a fun time. Anyway, there we go. I'll give the thumbs up there. I'll get off the video here. Back to all this stuff. Gosh, there's probably some more, maybe a couple more photos. Bear needs to kind of find that, but there you go. You got just a very sliver of a taste. There's J-Bomb fan right there. Oh, what a great dude. Fun stuff there. So, made plenty of great fans out there. Plenty of great times, plenty of great memories. It was a blast, people. It was a blast here. Kevin Conroy. Yeah, there we go. R.I.P. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. We did have, I probably mentioned this 100 times, but I'll do it again. I had a great time. I had a fantastic time. Clark Betrome. I don't know. Name doesn't sound familiar. Melissa says maybe next year. Melissa, come on down. It would be lovely to meet the Lester sisters. It's not a party unless P Money and the Lester sisters show up. That would be pretty cool. And Nasser. That would have been fun to see Nasser there. That would have been really fun. He should have made it down. That would have been an interesting experience for Nasser. I think he's still drinking out of the fire hose a little bit. So that would, gosh, there was something that Kelsey was mentioning. I think it was at Graham's little thing where, just little, I forget exactly what he was talking about, but just basically Graham just kind of pulled him off to the side and, hey, this or that about the, how to do artwork or something like that. And he's like, oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So just those little tips and just, talking about some of that stuff. And one of the cool things was seeing Kelsey and Elliot Fernandez talking about coloring on Doomkicker. And Kelsey was inquiring about the iPad that Elliot was using, talking about, hey, how do you do this? What are some of the tricks? What are you doing with this or that? So, everybody was getting informed, but also just having a great time. Having an excellent time. Yes, indeed. Melissa's always ready to party. There we go. Woohoo! Woo and who? She's got a confetti cannon in the trunk. Wow, pretty cool. Beer did his good deed twice in a row, saved an umbrella and said no to abortion. Yeah, I don't... It's like, why are you going to a comic convention to talk about abortion? Don't you know that, like, the supposed draw is, like, kids? So why would you talk about abortion at a comic? I don't know. It's so stupid. One of the great things was just walking around and seeing some of the people dressed up and, like, the kids getting the photographs with, you know, whatever, Spider-Man or, you know, you take your pick. I saw... This is the craziest thing. I got a picture of it somewhere. I don't know if I can show the kid or not, but it was a kid getting a picture with Mario and Bowser in costume, but Mario and Bowser had a costume on that was Star Wars. So Mario and Bowser had lightsabers. Bowser had like the cape, you know, for Darth Vader. Mario had a lightsaber. I mean, you see stuff like that. It takes you a second to like process what you're looking at. But anyways, yeah, the kids, everybody was super, you know, friendly, kind of kid friendly. Hey, you know, come on over, take a picture, that sort of deal. You'd be walking by and somebody would say, hey, I want, you know, can somebody take a picture of something or whatever? And, you know, hey, yeah, here we go. Click, click, click. That's just how it was. So it was just a great time. I mean, it's Bear's first convention, so he can't say, oh, well, this was better than that. This was just a great time, and this is going to be the gold standard for all the CG conventions going forward, I bet. So great stuff. Great stuff. Deep cosplay there. That's true. I'll have to find that picture, and I'll bring it up on the next show here. There isn't any more conventions coming up this week, is there? God, Bear needs to get some rest. Oh, lordy. Very, very cool. Very cool. All right. That is some good costume. All right, people. Well, I think Bear is about getting to the point of a Bancroft voice here, of about losing his voice. Everything. Oh man. It was incredible. I wish we could have done a live show on Saturday. It just didn't happen to work out. Unfortunately, couldn't get the internet to work, so that's just how it was. You probably saw you might have seen some of the videos there from the convention. Shane, oh man, that was interesting. He was trying to fix a selfie stick to walk around. You saw the video. He ended up having to handheld it because the selfie stick, he's trying to, you know, with like a clip or something like that, trying to clip it together, it wouldn't work. So yeah, I mean, the video quality when he was trying to live stream there was just terrible. So I don't think it would have worked regardless. Anyways, plenty of videos, plenty of memories that Bear has, and that's good. Bear's first convention. It's true. It is true. I told just about everybody there. I was like, yeah, this is my first convention. It's like, how you like it? I'm like, it's effing great. Are all these like this? Are they all like this? Is this what people have been hiding from Bear all this time? So there you go. Kudos on your first convention. On a lark, Melissa. On a lark. You heard it on Wednesday night. Bear was like, hey, this sounds fun. Do you think Bear should go down and check out the convention? I think you ladies were like, yeah, go ahead, check it out, Bear. So he kind of took it from your advice here a little bit. I'm gonna blame Melissa and Amy for it. So I just dropped everything and says, let's do what we can. I didn't even expect. Okay, we're going Friday. Showed up at the convention center. Don't know what to expect. Don't know what's going on. Don't know any of these people personally. You know, hey, I'm in the chat, blah, 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 but not personally or anything like that. Walked up to PTP. Hey, Patrick, what's going on, man? Hey, what's going on? I think Patrick was just, man, I think he was pretty tired at that point, but he was a gentleman. He was like, hey, what's going on? This, that, and whatever. Hey, come on down to the dungeon. Come on down to the cave. No, not the cave, the castle. Hang out. And literally just like from that moment on, it was just we were all family. It was like we had all, even though we didn't know each other, it was like we had hung out together for, a couple years or something like that. So, there goes my lights. There goes my lights, gosh darn it. Anyways, so just excellent time just walking in the door and going up and saying, hey, what's going on, Patrick? From that point on, it was just an excellent convention. And it wouldn't have happened if, number one, Bear didn't take a chance and go down there. And number two, hey, let's just go up on a Friday and, say hi to people and see what's up. So, yeah, incredible. Can't say anything more other than what Bear's already said with an exclamation point at the end of it. Just fantastic time. Fantastic. I honestly think Ethan and Malin out there, sour grapes because you weren't down there, man. You weren't down there because we showed up. We showed it up, and we probably one or two great artists away from just totally taking over the entire convention. We probably could have done it. Probably did do it. I mean, I think people, when they look back at the Tampa Bay Comic Con, it's going to be like, yeah, that was sort of one of the first Comicsgate conventions out there. So, Bear's losing his voice. Losing the voice here. Amy says, I took my little 6-year-old niece to Mega. That was the other one. Okay. She loved it more than Disney. It was funny. He was talking with Bancroft. Came in from Australia, mate. And we were saying, hey, these different sites and whatever. He says, I can't go to Disney World because my kids would kill me. They wouldn't let him back in the country. Yeah, Bear is Disneyed out. If Bear never goes back to Disney World, that's fine. Bear's been to Disney World plenty of times. You may have seen the animatronic show. There you are. Anyways, all the costumes, toys, food, and fun. None of the heat exhaustion or motion sickness. Some of the lines. There you go. Very cool. Very cool. All right, people. I think this is going to kind of wrap it up here. I thank everybody that came out to check out the show here. We appreciate everybody. Melissa, Amy, the Lesters, Jiminy sometimes. Where the heck is P-Money? Gosh darn it. Great to see Miguel. Miguel, if we ever do another comic convention, you need to come up. I'd love to meet Miguel. Tank Ferret. I don't know if Tank's still here, but he did a great job. All that stuff, man. And of course, our lurkers and Russian bots as well. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Keep an eye out on the channel. Bear's going to try and drop some more videos. I hope to have at least one out tomorrow. Probably the Shane and Mandy one that you guys saw. Just to kind of get a sort of feel of the con and kind of walking around and everything. I kind of want to make it as edits, not very many edits. Just let it run straight. I mean, I'd love to do kind of shorts, but you kind of lose some of the nuance there. So I think just letting it go as kind of raw footage, and hey, it's going to be a little shaky cam. It's going to be a little kind of disoriented maybe, but it's going to look good. I think you'll get the kind of gist of the floor there and kind of walking around. So great stuff here, people. All right. Well, you know what, people? All these talks about cons somehow has made Bear hungry. He's starving, people. So you know what? He's going to head back into the woods. So until next time, people, love all y'all out there. Y'all are the best. Grrr! Grrr!